Good morning, Melita. How you doing? You well?
Morning, I'm well, thank you.
Good, good, good. You have an event coming up which caught my attention on social media. I know it's in an area that you love, passionate about, have been for years. Speak about it. When's it happening? Tell people how they can get involved.
Cool. So on the 21st of August, pretty much next week, I'm running a 1v1 tournament for under 20s and under 17 girls. And it's at the Queen's Park Garden basketball courts. And it's a local court to me, pretty much the first court I ever started playing basketball on. So reason I picked that court is because hopefully next year sometime I'm going to be working with Westminster Council to refurbish the court. So I wanted to make some noise about it, and I thought, what better way to do than to do a 1v1 tournament for girls, especially after watching the 1v1 Jordan brand event in Paris. I won the 1v1 tournament for Foot Locker last year. So I just feel like one on one is the next thing. 3x3 is the big thing, and now it's 1v1. So I wanted to really capitalize on that, as well as make it a teaching point for girls as well, because with one on one, if you can play one on one, you can play 5 on 5. But if you can play 5 on 5, but at the end of the shot clock, what happens? Who are you going to pass the ball to? The person that can play 1 on 1, because you got to get to the basket, you got to create a good shot or create for your teammate. So I just feel like it's important to teach the girls or everything that I've learned over the past 20 years playing basketball, all my tricks, everything that I've learned from other pros as well, older than me too. So I just want to trickle everything down to the younger generation.
We caught up a couple of years ago. I say a couple of years ago. I think it's about 4 years ago. Remind people why we caught up, what you were doing then, and I guess how it's gone since. It's been an up down period for everybody.
Yeah. So 4 years ago, that is when I tore my ACL. So I that was in 2018 is when I tore my ACL, but because of COVID, I was unable to get a surgery until 2019. So I was just recovering. I was going to the gym still, just doing little things to try and get my muscles to still work until I got the surgery. Then it was a 6 month, pretty quick comeback for me. And then I went on to play for Oaklands. I've even just chilled for a year. It kind of got too much for me, and I kind of lost passion for basketball just because coming back from an injury, especially taking so long to come back and then not being back where I left off from, it mentally was a bit hard for me. So I took a break, started coaching. I coached at Crest Academy, and I was coaching London Elite under 16s as well. And I think watching the girls play and getting a little bit frustrated because they're not able to do things that I can do, that's when I kind of thought, okay, yeah, I'm not ready to retire from basketball yet. I just need to come back um, and continue playing.
Speak about the format for the day, how many teams can sign, well, not teams, how many people can sign up, how many people can you cater for?
So right now we've got in Queen's Park Garden, there's two full-size basketball courts. And so that's 4 baskets that we do have. And how I'm going to schedule the day is the girls going to register. There's like we call it the Happy Hub next door. So it's just where the girls can get changed and register. I'm going to hopefully give them a couple of things. Not going to disclose it yet because I'm unsure. And I'm going to do like a media kind of day for them. So where they take a picture, I'll ask them interview questions. And I think that's where the teaching starts. So how to conduct yourself behind the camera. And then once everyone is ready, we're going to walk over to the park, and I'll have a coach come in and basically do drills that I do to help with my 1v1. So that's why I say this event is for everyone. It's not just about the tournament itself, even if people, I know a lot of girls are shy to sign up, but my point is this is where you can learn. So got the coach coming in to do good drills, maybe have some practice games, and then let's say an hour a bit after that, we're gonna then break into pools. So depending on how many girls do sign up is how I'll break up the pools. But I want to do it so everyone kind of plays everyone. But if there's a lot of girls, then obviously I'll separate it into pools and then going from there to quarterfinals, semi-finals, and with the finals, I really want to create hype from it. So I want everyone to kind of just be around one court, because when you watch 3x3, when you watch one-on-one, the vibe is electrifying. You've got everyone there in one small space making noise. So I kind of want the girls to get used to that as well. Get used to the fact that you're going to have to play against someone with a big crowd around you. So that's more about confidence. So I'll be talking about that as well. I'll have a guest speaker come in to maybe towards the end, or I might just do it in between the games where the guest speaker will talk about how important it is to have confidence. And yeah, then I'll crown the winner, do some more media stuff, and call it a day, and then make it bigger next year.
So there is a plan to scale it then, because you're swimming against the tide, right? In terms of the popularity of basketball, forget whether it's men or women's, and then the support for the sport, which I guess is even worse for the women's game in this country. So you're doing your bit. Talk about the support that you would need or require, would like to see for the women's game, given what you've been exposed to in, like you said, Paris and I guess further afield.
Yeah, I think from when I was younger, support was just, it was okay. You had a couple of people that did their job, so I was able to get my reps up when I needed coaching and stuff like that. But I feel like with this generation, we as professional players need to do our job in trying to help the younger generation, because I think we never really understood and saw the older generation, and I felt like that was a missed opportunity for us. So it's something that I want to do for the girls. I know there's other girls. You've got Chantel Charles, who just had a camp with Ryan Richards. You got Georgia Girl, who's playing and coaching the under 16 girls team. There's so many other players as well that do their job. So I think the support in general from the basketball world has been great. Everyone's reposting it on their social media. I've got help from the Westminster Council as well. So they funded a little bit of money to go towards it happening. Project Swish have sent me hoops to put, sent me nets to put on the hoops. So the support is great. And we just need the girls to sign up now, really. That's just the last part. But I know there's clashes as well. I think one thing that I've learned is summertime basketball now in the UK is big. There's always something going on. So next year, I'm putting it out now. My date to do this event again is going to be the 8th of August.
Give everybody the specific address and share the socials where they can find you or more about this event.
Yeah, so if you go to my Instagram page, which is Melita Emanuel-Carr, you'll see in my bio there's a form for the girls to sign up, as well as posters about the event, but it's happening at Queen's Park Gardens, W10 for QH. So it's at Queen's Park Garden on the 21st of August.